Hey, Brendan here from WPAlpha. In this video, I want to talk about our PHP version checker thingy. So basically, PHP is the programming language that WordPress runs on top of. Every new version of PHP is generally faster than the last one. Some are faster than others, but version 8.2 is faster than 8.1, 8.3 is faster again, 8.4 is faster again. So ideally, from a performance perspective, we want to be running the highest version of PHP that our site supports. The problem is not all plugins support the current version of PHP. Right now it's 8.4 has just come out. So not all plugins for WordPress or themes support version 8.4 of PHP. So you can see here our site is running version 8.1. I'm just in here in the back end of the site. When you log into the hosting backend, you'll be under websites and domains, and you'll have the list of sites here. And if you go to WordPress, you'll get the WordPress manager, or you can click it here from the sidebar, the left sidebar, and you'll see here that it has the PHP version. So there is an option here to try another version, and what this will do, if I want to try version 8.3, we want to test that, I can hit that button and hit check. And what that will do, that uses the same system as the AI smart updates. It takes a clone of the site. There you go. So there is an issue there. Destination. Okay, so I don't have a hard disk quota for this one actually. But what this does, it clones the site, it changes the PHP version on it, and does a whole bunch of tests to see if there's any problems with the site. If it works fine, if there's errors, issues or things like that. And then it comes back to me and gives me a result. So it'll tell me if it's all good or if there's a problem or whatever needs to be done. And then if it's all good, it should be a simple case of changing the PHP version. If not, if there are errors, then it may come back and say what plugin had the errors. If it doesn't, then it still may be a plugin issue. It may be a case where you have to go and manually check your plugins and see which one, or determine which one doesn't support the latest version of PHP, or the version of PHP you're trying to switch to. Quite often the problem is with paid plugins that sit outside the WordPress update system. So what we'll find is paid plugin needs to be manually updated. It hasn't been updated in quite some time, and that's the one that is causing the compatibility issues. But that's it in a nutshell. It's a very simple system. And once it's done its test, it'll give the option to change it if you want. The PHP version is also controllable in here. I've got a websites and domains again under dashboard, and you'll see there's PHP. So you can change it in there. You can change the version there. I would say do a test first before randomly changing it, because if you just change it, you're likely to break things. You always want to be using the dedicated. There are some options here, but you want to be using the dedicated FPM application by Apache. By default, there are some scenarios where you'd use Nginx if you want to customize the configuration, but most sites should be using this one here. But that's pretty much it. You can, if you do update PHP and something breaks, you can roll it back in here. Just change it there, change the version there, and hit the OK button, and it'll take 10 seconds for that change to apply. It'll tell you what's happening here anyway once you make that change. But that's it, all pretty straightforward. I hope you found this useful. If you get stuck or have any questions, just email our support team or log a ticket, and the guys will have a look and come back to you. Cheers.